Gainey said, I'm not going to help Groveville, where I get physical therapy.
On ahead of those work tunnels.
20 KDKA.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
What's up? Wood Coons with my man Pratt, one of the coolest people I've ever known. He's a legendary figure in this town, especially in Beaver County. Do you ever talk about Beaver County? Ha! Ha! Whoo!
Funny you should mention
man,
Beaver
there
County.
could be an earthquake in Nicaragua. You say, well, I was walking down the street in Beaver County once. I stepped on a crack and I felt the earth move.
When was the last time you were at Beaver County, other than having my house under surveillance?
It's a really nice town, man.
Listen, I love Beaver County, man.
No kidding.
I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. And we
Shocking.
got a Coons and Hopewell, so I can get a fish sandwich there.
Oh, my God.
It's all good, man.
All right.
Go ahead.
So I've got one of my boys on. I want to talk about something that happened. We did an hour on this yesterday. Brookline Boulevard, club called Insomnia. Illegal immigrants, massive fight. One guy beat a guy to death with a tequila bottle, right, Patrick? Huge brawl, all caught on tape. Pittsburgh cops arrest him. Again, illegal. It was in this country illegally and had criminal offenses, so they're out there looking for him. Pittsburgh police made the arrest. Pittsburgh. For this notion that the Pittsburgh cops don't care, that's bullcrap.
They care.
Now maybe Gainey doesn't care. Maybe Gainey said I'm not going to help ICE. Pittsburgh cops, they do their damn job. They don't care what Ed Gainey said in that respect. What's fascinating about ICE here, and one of my boys, Mad Max, has inside info and knows a lot of those folks very, very well. And Max joins us. Number one, Max, this is kind of a whole new, what's the word, vibe for them. They are busier than they've ever been in terms of ICE in this region. Are they not, Max? Max, you there? Must have lost Max.
Max is not there. Hopefully we'll get him back.
We'll call us back. Max. So what I wanted to talk about with Max was that at the end of the day, what happens is that they repatriate these guys.
Right.
And they bring them back to their country. I asked Max.
Without standing charge for what they
They
crimes
put
they
them on a
committed.
plane.
Right away.
Let me read you these notes. This is from yesterday. We were trying to hook up with an
And
ICE.
then, they come back into this country then, too.
So look at this. They were trying to, I was trying to get them on the air yesterday. They were in Africa and Morocco. They take these illegals and they fly them back to their country and they personally repatriate them, as we like to put it. It's amazing.
Another opportunity.
And
the gift that keeps on giving.
And there's this narrative out there that we don't have illegals. We don't have a lot. And you know this.
We got Max.
Okay, Max. Max joining us. Thanks for calling back in, Max. ICE in this region busier than they've been in a decade. Is that fair?
Yeah, my buddy's going gangbusters. He's averaging, 15 to 20 hours of overtime every 2 weeks. Actually, I'm sorry, I take that back. He said 50 to 60 hours of overtime every 2 weeks.
Hey, Max. And I was unaware of this until you informed me, and I find it illuminating. So they grab these bad actors, the murder suspect arrested in Brookline, and then they repatriate them. And I didn't know this, Max. They physically bring them back to where they came from? Is that true? What happens?
That's correct. So they don't just give them a plane ticket and stick them on a plane. They need to make sure they get on the plane and they go to their destination, and then the authorities in the other country are there to receive that person. So my friend travels all over the world repatriating people that shouldn't be here to other countries. Istanbul, Morocco, other countries in Africa, Nigeria. It's like, where in the world is my buddy? It's like, where's Waldo this week? It's quite interesting.
The other fascinating thing for me is what you just said. You named these countries. Everybody thinks they're all from Mexico. That's not true, is it?
No. So, and it is interesting. So you have these people that are coming in through the southern border from other countries because they know they can get in through Mexico. So you have Chinese nationals coming in.
Wow.
You have Middle Eastern people coming in. So it's not all Latinos and people from Guatemala and, you know, all these other countries south of the border. They're actually coming over, and with the aid of the cartels, they're able to, you know, get ferried across the border and through illegal ports of entry.
So Max, it's Rob. Let me ask you a question. So there's money exchanging hands here, right?
What do you mean?
I mean, somebody's getting paid somewhere.
You mean? Sure. So, you know, you've probably heard the term coyotes. So
Yep.
they have these people that are ferrying them through, you know, the desert areas.
Oh.
And, you know, there's food stations and water stations set up where these people can stop and refuel. You know, and then you've heard the stories about women being raped along the way. It's not a good situation. You know, if they came in legally, you wouldn't have these people being abused and children, you know, dying of thirst and starvation out on these remote wilderness areas where they're trying to sneak into the country.
I see. Hey, Max, for those who are kind of naive to this, these aren't folks stealing candy from a get-go, are they, sir? This isn't petty theft stuff. These are major players, right? Serious criminals.
Yeah. Some of them are gang members. Other people are just, you know, petty criminals that, you know, maybe are leaving their country to come here to do the same kind of stuff. But yeah, these aren't people coming here to pick your fruit and, you know, work in your local taco stand or, you know, a roofing place or something like that. These are bad people.
But I think
and,
also,
you know,
Max,
the news talks about it all the time.
But I think, too, Max, people need to know this. Pittsburgh isn't a haven for illegals. Come on, man. I check with the jail folks, with the feds, with the U.S. Marshals. The numbers we see here are small compared to the New Yorks, California, Texas, Arizona, you know what I'm saying? Florida, that sort of thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's as bad as those places, but I will tell you, 2 streets, or not even two houses away from me, every night at 10 o'clock, 2 white vans pull up and drop off like 20 guys.
Wow.
And I've reported it to the local police, and they won't do anything about it. And I asked, well, what's the local ordinance about how many people are allowed to live under one roof? Because there are laws regarding.
Are you sure it's not a fraternity, Max? Could that be a fraternity house, Max?
I don't think so, Marty.
All right.
My man, we love you, Max. Thanks for telling us.
Good
Appreciate
stuff.
you, brother. You're my man.
Here's the thing: as we go to break, why can't
Yep.
they do it like Ellis Island? Why can't? And we had no technology then. Why can't we do this thing legally? As much as we're spending,
We're trying.
I mean, that's the proper thing to do, because obviously a lot of them that do come here are looking for work.
Yes, sir.
All right. 11:45. One more.
On my way.
But you understand with this
But
whole
hold on. That's a far left socialist view. It's just the truth.
Well, then we're never going to get ahead.
You got that right.
Now you realize with this whole housing,
Which is
thing,
why Corey raised 800,000 and he raised 24,000.
okay, it's not so much about all these guys
That's
that look
my
like,
man,
look
Mad
like
Max.
look like the Secret
Patrick.
Service.
Patrick in the flesh.
There
Mad
he is,
Max.
Max. How are
Mad
you, man?
Max. My brother. Love that man.
All right, let's get this final break and come back and wrap it up here.
Yeah.
All right. Can I interest you in another fish sandwich?
Oh, no.
All right, we'll be back. Stay with us.
It was really good, though.
All